The Philadelphia Eagles come into Sunday's NFC Championship game against the Washington Commanders as the NFC's 2 seed, with a true offensive hero in running back Saquon Barkley, and one of the NFL's best defenses under Vic Fangio. They're prohibitive favorites against the Washington Commanders, with whom they split their regular season contests. It all looks good to move on to Super Bowl 59, if you ignore the 800-pound eagle in the room, which is that Philly's passing game has become reductive to the extreme. And given that the Commanders have a rookie superstar in Jayden Daniels, who appears to be completely unflappable in any circumstance, that could be a real problem. On the Eagles' side of the equation, there's quarterback Jalen Hurts, whose travails have been the primary subject of nearly every weekly press conference with offensive coordinator Kellen Moore. Hurts' stats aren't awful in a collective sense. He's completed 276 of 402 passes this season for 3,162 yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a passer rating of 103.5. Add in his 163 rushing attempts for 736 yards and 15 touchdowns, and this would seem to be the Jalen Hurts we're used to, a point guard quarterback in the best sense, who uses his abilities as a runner to tie everything together. Sadly, the tape tells a different story. Several different stories, in fact. Going back to his days as a collegiate quarterback, Hurts had never been the most aware field reader. Not that it mattered, and not to imply that he's not smart enough to do it. There's a specific speed of vision and physical response required to whoosh through your progressions and make the right decisions at NFL speed. A lot of really smart guys can't do it. That said, as Hurts has developed in his professional career, you started to see a light at the end of the tunnel there. For whatever reason, Hurts has regressed this season when it comes to advanced passing concepts, and it's showing up in other ways. The first way is in the Eagles' own offensive determinism. This is a team whose identity is all about Barkley now, as it should be. Star receivers A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are being praised by their coaches more for their blocking than their explosive plays of late. The second way is in the lack of complexity you see in the Eagles' passing game, when you do see it. There's not a ton of pre-snap motion. That's in part because head coach Nick Sirianni has never been a fan, and when there is, it's not the kind of stuff that will have defenses on their heels from the snap. The route concepts are more rudimentary than advanced, and overall, you don't see a lot of stuff that advances designed openings.